Welcome to this week's episode of
Now You Know. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Kathy.
We enjoyed working together a lot during this 2023 legislative session. And while most days we had good discussions about difficult topics and hearty debates over tough issues, sometimes Kathy and I just had to sit back and chuckle over this year's list of silly bills.
To kick off the silly bills of 2023, we want to share about the helmet mandate. House Bill 20 was introduced last year also, and it'll force kids to wear helmets if they're riding on a horse or a mule or a donkey or even a pony. So if it had passed, pony parties would have forced kids to share helmets. And if you're a parent, you know what sharing helmets means. Lice, this one didn't pass.
Yeah, who doesn't love a good old lice party? How about another bill that came back with a vengeance this year? The dreaded paint tax. HB 255 wants to add a fee to every gallon of paint purchased. We already pay a gas tax, an alcohol tax, a new cannabis tax, so why not add a paint tax also?
Yeah, let's just keep rolling. What else could we possibly tax? The rain?
Oh, what a great idea. The General Assembly had tried a digital advertising tax that was supposed to generate money dedicated to the Blueprint for Education plan, but that was ruled unconstitutional a few years ago, just as we had predicted.
Yeah, and thankfully the paint tax didn't pass, but I'm sure it'll be back.
Absolutely. Another bill that thankfully did not make it out of committee was HB 361, the Birth Certificate Modernization Act. And why would you need a birth certificate to be modernized, you ask?
Because this bill would allow an individual or a parent to change their gender at birth on their birth certificate. Now, this wasn't the first time they tried to pass it.
Maybe you've noticed that medical forms are beginning to ask under the gender checkbox for male or female sex at birth.
Yeah, this bill will essentially eliminate medical records of a person's sex when they're born.
Yeah, thankfully that did not pass.
No.
How about the new fun tax? The tax that'll charge a 6% sales tax to people who want to rent their private home swimming pool, tennis court, bocce ball court, or any other amenity on an app.
Yeah, Senate Bill 691 won't charge the same person the 6% tax if they don't use the app.
Well, don't use that app to avoid paying that 6% tax for now. We voted no on this bill, but it ultimately passed.
Finally, as expected, due to Maryland trying to be the next California, House Bill 830 passed, which will make homeowners and building owners, when they renovate or do any work, put in an EV charging station.
Yeah, during construction or renovation of certain housing units or multifamily residential buildings, EV charging stations must be installed.
Yeah, this is part of the governor's agenda and takes us not only silly, but expensive and destructive.
Absolutely. So congratulations to all the silly bills of 2023. While you entertained us, we certainly hope you don't come back.